Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for combos.
Let's see how long the opponent lets us do cool things.
Triggers. What is happening? Commanders.
In my opinion, the most broken deck you're gonna see.
Monkeys. This is Historic Brawl.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Have to adult today. Had to get up early. My hair actually looks fine right now, but you can see it's like, you see the little renegades, they're straggling down, but it's fine because it's the weekend. It's Historic Brawl. I love Historic Brawl. And today in the arena, we are playing the Goose Mother in Historic Brawl, an X green blue 2/2 flying bird Hydra. It enters with +1/+1 counters. It makes food. When it attacks, it draws cards. The interesting thing about Goose Mother, it's a good example, or a good opportunity rather, to work with what's going on with green ramp. I don't play green in Historic Brawl that often. Green is probably the color I play the least. But there have been a lot of developments in the color green in Historic Brawl that I think are still underexplored and maybe not being used optimally. The biggest development is Primeval Titan. This card arrived in a historic anthology, I believe, in late July. It was definitely while I was traveling in Europe, so I didn't get to sit down and make some videos with this card. This card is busted. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, you search your library for 2 lands, put them on the battlefield, and tapped and shuffle any 2 lands. So it's all about trying to figure out how to get your Primeval Titan and then how to really use what it gives you. So in this particular deck, we can go get a number of interesting toolboxing lands, but for the most part, you know, we like creature lands like Hall of the Storm Giant, like Lair of the Hydra, but we can also grab things like Arch of Arazka to draw cards, Scavenger Grounds. Basically, even if they kill the Titan, at this point you've gained a pretty huge advantage where you can continue to press aggressively, or you can grind out the game, or just use your big mana to do overpowering things. This means that although we could do a lot of food synergy or +1/+1 counter synergy, what we most want is a lot of mana. And that is something that green provides very well. And there are many commanders like this. You could talk about Azusa, Vorinclex, things like this, these things that provide just a lot of mana. All of these kind of get a rework for Primeval Titan, because the person who finds an early Titan and then rides that huge advantage that playing that resolving one gives you to victory is going to succeed. When you have that much mana, casting cards like Mass Manipulation from multiple things is very easy. Drawing a ton of cards with your Krasis is very easy. It's very simple to keep the opponent on the back foot. You'll have the mana for your Coma or your Leveler or your Ulamog or your Emrakul. But if you've drawn none of those things, you can cast your giant Goose Mother and start drawing cards when you attack with this thing. And if they kill it, you cast it again. In a nutshell, if you have the mana, you should be able to leverage it into a victory. So that's what this deck is all about. And in order to take advantage of such an outlier in power as Primeval Titan, we have a number of ways to go find it, a number of creature tutors. That's the main thing you want to do if you're going to play this deck. Just net deck it and you don't even watch the intro. Well, it's probably going to be weird for you. But the main thing you want to do is Fauna Shaman for Primeval Titan, Finale for Primeval Titan, Invasion of Ikoria, Primeval Titan, all these things that get you creatures. Huntsman's Redemption, Primeval Titan, Fierce Empath, Primeval Titan. I think you're getting the gist. That's why we have so many shared summons. Primeval Titan is something else. Vivian Monsters Advocate is a sweet one. -2, cast a Goose Mother for 7, go get your Primeval Titan. All right. So you get why we have so many creature tutors. Primal Command is another one. Hidden in the deck. Tooth and Nail, that is another one that really takes the top off the defense in a football terminology. You go over the top, you resolve this, you're usually getting Primeval Titan and like Coma, something like that. But the fact that you can get access to all that mana, we don't even run many counter spells, really just Pact of Negation and Wash Away. Cyclonic Rift and River's Rebuke are our go-tos if the game is getting away from us. We have a tutorable Mind Flayer that can just yoink an opponent's best thing for a turn, that helps. But really it's about re-envisioning what we can do with a green ramp deck now that we have such a powerful card, and the games are going to play that out. You'll see. Anyway, talking a lot in the intro because I love talking all things Historic Brawl, and we haven't done a green Historic Brawl deck in a while, and I definitely haven't shown off the power of Primeval Titan in the way that it deserves, that you Historic Brawl gamers deserve. It's definitely a craftable card in so many ways. Even if you're not tutoring it up, it should probably be in a lot of your green decks, maybe all of them. All right, we're about to dive in. Let the nonsense begin, but just a quick word. Thank you to the sponsors of my video, CoolStuffInc.com, Moxfield Ultimate Guard. Links in the description that you can check out and support the channel by using them. And also, please, Command Fest Orlando. It's coming up. I did a sponsored video yesterday. I'm going to remind you again today. If you've been thinking about it, come out. Let's battle. Challenge the one and best of one. Let's throw down. I'm really looking forward to it. It's my last convention appearance this year. Last chance in 2023 to really get face to face with me, for me to get face to face with you, as I love playing Magic with you guys, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So hopefully see you there. Now let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin.
Command Fest Orlando is coming October 20th to 22nd, so get ready for a weekend full of Magic the Gathering in one of the country's premier vacation destinations. Get your tickets now at commandfestorlando.com.
All right, who's ready for the Goose Mama? She's bringing you pain. Chandra Hope's Beacon. I will probably outramp their land destruction, but let's see who's on the play. They are on the play. Turn 2 Rhystic Study. Yeah, baby. They'll probably kill the elf, but let's see it. Make them have it. Oh, we are playing Commander now. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yes. Hello. Would you like to concede? Oh, they found my prisoners. They found some good prisoners. So they exile these. You may play that card, spend mana as though or any color until the end of the next turn. It has to be the island then, right? Yeah, it is play. You won't be able to afford these two. You better take the island. There you go. Historic Brawl is busted. These cards are busted. And it just gets getting more busted. Yeah, I'll draw a card. Rifle Banditry, no more Elvish Mystic. And the opponent gets a treasure. Good deal. Let's see. We want to stay ahead on mana whenever possible. Like, it would be awesome to brainstorm here and then use partings. It's not like any cards in my hand are particularly bad. So I think the right play here is to go get a forest. Make a food. Cast Explore. Draw. Now we could play the land for the brainstorm, but I think we just play the lair. Get the tapped land out of the way. Forgot to swap the art on my Primal Command, in case you haven't seen that one lately. I usually swap the art over to the non-Japanese art because it's easier for people to read in the hand. You might be asking yourself, what the heck card did he just draw? It doesn't say the name. So do we Primal Command him? I think we do. Let's go put target non-creature permanent on top of its owner's library. And let's search for a creature card. So what do we want to put on top of the owner's library? How about this island? It looks really weird over there in your mana base. And we'll grab Prime Time. Because if that gets going, our opponent can't do much to mess with our mana. In fact, we might have, if they are a land destruction deck, we just Stone Rain them. So the strategy when I play the deck, I just don't want to cast the Goose Mother till I have to. If I have compelling things to do with my mana the rest of the time, that's what I'm going to spend my mana on. So if we never actually cast the Goose Mother and the opponent scoops in frustration, that is a fine outcome. All right, nice one. Our opponent gets Solemn and Chandra Torch of Defiance here. Don't have an easy solution to the Chandra. Powering up the lair and attacking. There's a wonderful blocker there in Solemn Simulacrum. So, prime time. It's prime time. And when fetching with prime time, I usually go for the Castle Garenbrig and either the Vine Stalk or the Hall. I'll go for the Hall here. And we'll see if the opponent can kill it. Or is the card as good as advertised? Banned in Commander.
Now you're playing with fire.
Molten Impact, okay. So they get rid of prime time. In the future, when they cast a spell, they'll deal 2 damage to a creature or planeswalker. Something I always have to try to remember. I think next turn is Big Flying Goose, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Our opponent has card draw as well. Yikers. Do we kill the Chandra, though? I think we actually do. Our opponent has 2 mana. See if they do something with it. Oh, they tap out. Okay. I was getting concerned that if I powered up the layer, they'd kill it. Emoti. Nice. But yeah, I think we definitely want to do this. And then what will we have? 6 mana left? 5? Just ramp up a lot? I think so.
This.
Other options. Other options. So if we play a Goose Mom, we have a 5/5 flyer that can try to attack Chandra Hope's Beacon, because them untapping with the beacon would be pretty disastrous. I think we're supposed to just keep ramping. But we should do it with creatures if possible. We have the Cultivator. Brings out an untapped land that can grow Spiral into another land. Turtle. I think I'll probably get asked 100 times why I have Snowlands and basics. Because Redain makes Snowlands enter tapped, but Snowlands are what you need for Into the North. So mixing them kind of mitigates risk. You can just do it one or the other, though. I know for some of you it's very triggering trying to be optimal. It doesn't matter that much. Just make sure there are Snowlands in your deck if you run Into the North. It wouldn't... You don't want to be the one who's fetching with no Snowlands in your deck. Using Mightstone and Weakstone to pay for Rhystic Study. That is a good use for the mana.
We have to win this fight.
Okay.
We can do this together.
Opponent has launched their commander. Are they the land destruction deck? Tease the Spoils is a really good one, but they discarded Kindling. Kindling is insane. Their hand must be absolute fire. This is why Historic Brawl, though, is the best format. Both players with full grips, tons of options, and busted cards. Titan. Can't destroy the ring. Can destroy the Mightstone Weakstone. Can destroy the Solemn. So we can poke the Chandra. Maybe I should have cast Emoti first, but I still like the dream of powering up the layer to hit Chandra harder. They do have a good amount of mana. The banditry is doing work. All right. Powering up layer is a 6-point attack on a 7-power planeswalker. Ugh. But let's see. I guess taking the minus off the board isn't super compelling either. Should probably keep ramping. More mana, more power. We haven't hit our land drop for the turn. Generous Ent can do that. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it to attack it with the lair. I wish this were a treasure. Plus, like, you reload the Chandra, they can just cast it again, too. Cycle the cave. They got something? They got Spite, which they can copy. But I draw off Ristic. So what's really unclear is the game about to end? Because the opponent might be able to copy like a Crackle with Power, go face, and just burn me out. If the game's about to end, then yeah, I'm in trouble and I shouldn't keep trying to ramp. But if we've got time, the ramp could be huge. Let's see what we hit. A counter spell would go a long way to making me feel like we'll see another turn. Those are not counter spells. That is Nissa who shakes the freaking world. Put away some of the mana dorks that are a little slow. Fauna Shaman, we already got our prime time and did our thing. Although that is still a dangerous card regardless. Who else is too slow here? Actually, yeah, I guess you are the slowest. Sorry. All right, shuffle up. Try to force the opponent to wrath the board here. And if they wrath the board, we draw off Solemn, so that's good. Halfling. Holding the Ent because Emoti into Ent is our only way to immediately cascade at this moment. Though I probably should have grabbed a forest because of the Nissa. Not a really good reason to grab an island there. Now look at him go. Reckless Handling, Fiery Impulse. They already cast their ring. Wonder what other powerful artifacts they could dig up. Cityscape Leveler is a good one at this phase. Portal to Phyrexia. It's close, right? They already used this ability. Do they have enough mana for that? I think with an untapped land they do. Windfall, copied. That's gonna be fun. Oh my god, they go so hard. They go so hard. Gotta do something about the board though. It's coming for you. There's also some giant creature lands lurking. A Mog. Okay, that's pretty good. What are you exiling? The Ristic Study. Gotcha. Was this on? 3 damage next upkeep. Don't think there's enough attack to get there. What do I do about the Mog? Take 10. Not a lot I can do about the Mog. We'll power up the Nissa though. We'll go a little crazy. The Redemption. It's a bit slow and we don't really need the tutor. Like what would we get? Coma? Yeah, turn slow. All right, let's go to work. Let's shake this world.
I protect that which cannot protect itself.
Big mana. Emoti. Decline. Nice. So glad we did that. Ent. Did I just hit 2 straight counter spells? I think I did. Okay. Wait, I don't have 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, can I cast this one? Cool, a land. I don't think this could have gone worse. All right, and that was the turning point where Cascade made me fall right on my face and destroyed me. Such a good game up to that point too. Cascaded into the 2 counter spells in the deck. Sorry, Nissa. Can't save you. I guess I can eat a food though. They must have another way to deal 1 damage to the Nissa. If they had that though, they should play it after the Warcrafting to get more value. Like they should play the... Oh, this is only creatures. They should play whatever it was first so that Warcrafting would get to exile more cards that you could play. Okay, they're trying to board manage with their Chandra.
This is the end. Let's go out with a bang!
Sure. This must be how Hearthstone players feel. They are using all their mana. If they attack here, they could die. So what's their ring on? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13. Yeah, they're not attacking. And Nissa live. That's gotta be a mistake. Why did they kill that Rhino and let Nissa live? Were they sure they'd draw another way to use her? All right, if they have to block the lair, then they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 7 is 16. And then they die to their ring. Okay. Okay. The power of ramp. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Yep. And who wants to attack? Send the pathway.
Rise, my elemental friend.
That would be your face. They're holding on to this scry. This scry is all the hope they have. The one problem with the One Ring, and I'm not great at this myself, you have to be able to turn the corner. You have to be able to kill your opponent before it kills you. And sometimes the deck just can't do it. Juri, Master of the Review. The sacrifice commander, right? Haven't seen this one in a while. Whenever you sack a permanent, counter when it dies, damage equal to its power. Fling it! This hand is great. It's not a turn 1 elf, but it's got the lands, it's got the ramp. It rolls. How about another forest? The veteran. Let's get Scrappy. See if that lives. Embereth Veteran, young hero roll attached to another target creature, huh? I'm not shy. They want to hazard this. It does mean they don't get to play their commander this turn, so I'm okay with that. Ooh. Who dis? Boom. Boom. Get down the might. Alchemy buffed Haywire Might. If only it were a 1-2. And here's the master of the review. Would you like to trade? No. Ooh. I mean, I should assume they can deal with this, right? But are we supposed to wait till it gets a lot more counters on it? I mean, what do they do without their commander? So little. Come here. I attack you. I feel strong. You want some? Two life. 3 life. Busted card. Lelia, the Blade Reforged, coming at me. Sure. Get you some. Phew. Hydrate Crisis. I'm holding off on the One Ring, trying to get a nice firm foothold on the game first before I grab my protection from everything and start reloading. I think most people play this as soon as they possibly can, because more cards, more cards, more cards. I've lost a lot of games that way. Okay, they get a Gutter Bones, no big deal, and I get to trade the Crisis. Nice. Devil, that's fun. Command, nice. All right, put that on bottom and search library for prime time. So, or it's on top, right? Yeah, that's a little setback. Prime time. So, do they have an easy sacrifice effect? Not that I can see. I'll put out my elf and see what happens to it. It is Mayhem Devil Father if they have a way to sacrifice anything. But that might be awkward. They might want to get their commander down this turn. Goblin Bombardment. Good one. It's like per sacrifice 2 damage to anything. Nice. Want to attack? Please attack. I really wanna trade here. Okay. Prime time. Will we get multiple action from prime time? We're getting low on cards, but we have the ring, so I'm not that worried. Get the castle. Do we want to make the O1? Do we hate graveyards? I don't think we hate graveyards. Honestly, I'm not sure. Like, part of me says make the O1 just to give their Mayhem Devil something to shoot at. That's not my face. There's probably better things to get. They do have Gutter Bones. So we'll go with those. I'll play my Goose Mom as a 2/2. Yeah, let's protect the life total. They don't want to trade the Mayhem Devil with Mind Flayer, but if they have a go for the throat, they'll definitely hit prime time. We could eat the food, but they'll just deal 1 damage to us with the devil. If we're patient, we can probably do better. Ooh, I think we get to attack. It's a good draw. Slime ya. Target that Raid Bombardment in case they're planning to trade stuff for prime time. Rar. Oh my gosh, another trigger. It's like cheating. Now I get to grab all the ones I wasn't sure about. Those lands will kill you. All right, goose or ring? Ring. Opponent, this is bad for you. In case you weren't sure. Shock the slime, gone. Fable. I mean, it's a banned card. Don't think I'll save you this time. I will block. Edict to prime time. Okay, you got it. Mog. Nasty. Absolutely nasty. On the draw against Narset. Kind of scary, but we have ramp into wolf. We need a food token, so maybe we're trying to play Goose Mom early. Bomad. Oh, we're being aggressive. Okay. Rules of engagement established. Reading pool. Come on in. No follow-up. Into the north. Spell Pierce. Hater. Mentor, gross. Oh, why do I have to be a turn behind here? Okay. Get that off there. Getting a little scary that they can refill that many cards. Let's see how crazy they can go here. If they're just playing Narset, they don't have... I mean, I guess they can exile the Into the North. Good dog. But I don't have a solution to the Narset. Let's see if it can just run this game over. No. Stop. So, are you going to light up the stage again, or are you going to ramp? They might not have snowlands, so maybe Into the North is no good for them. Lorien revealed, they can't cast. They didn't exile enough. Oh, let's see it. You have the snowland. Eh? Eh? Not their first game. Smarty pants. The crag. Okay. Well, we're in a bad place, but we've got some tricks up our sleeve. This is one of them. That can really shut them down. But to get there, to untap with this without summoning sickness, we're going to need some help from Scavenger Grounds. not the manual taps. Anything but the manual taps. The march. Yep. Do they hit something good? Just a lot of land, really. Yeah, they don't seem happy with that, do they? Should have gone for more. All right, what's their target? What if nothing was there? Denied. My mono green graveyard hate technology has come to play. Big bad Vorinclex. Or Sexy Klexy, as some of you may also know him. If they don't kill the Scrap Gorger, they've got trouble. Because that can continue to deny their Narset's triggers. Those of you wondering about the Mycosynth Gardens, there aren't many artifacts in my deck. It is a way out of the One Ring. And since I plan to fetch Prime Time in as many games as possible, and since the One Ring can get you dead in some situations, having a way in the mana base to just become the One Ring and reset it is a pretty good move. What do they discard? Letter of Acceptance, huh? What are you doing? I block? It's gonna be like Deafening Clarion or something? A Mana Dork. Could have replayed their commander and just didn't. It's weird. Oh look, the One Ring. Speak of the thingy. All right. Vorinclex you. Seems like a good time to play Goose Mother. Might be a counterspell. That's okay. Just get it out of them. Could have left Goose Mother there to exile with the Scrap Gorger, but I think the opponent's going to feed their graveyard just fine so that the Scrap Gorger gets leveled up. So they want to transform the Iron Crag? Maybe that's why? Yeah, that's why. Ooh. Trigger, 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 trigger. If they take the Boseiju, we can't use it in the future. Narset's not attacking this turn. Oh, they can't hit a land, right? Non-land. Okay, we're good. We can keep holding the Boseiju until they go to use the Everflame. And of course they take the ring. Everybody takes the ring. But if they attack down the invasion, we just nuke it with Boseiju. Okay. Triggers! The fun part of Narset, all the triggers. Would you like to sack it in response and not get the land? Options are optional. Timeless Witness. Get back to Boseiju. Graveyards are under a bit of pressure here. But I think I want to untap with Fauna Shaman. Let's get a food token for our Wicked Wolf and a flyer. And hold. They're at 9, but I think we're winning the long game. Attacking with a Vorinclex was pretty compelling, but they could have gained up. Fighting announcement off the top is not bad. Okay, Narset's gonna hold the big sword and attack. Target the invasion. We have a response. Just denying their fun. But that's why Scrap Gorger makes the cut now. And block with Wicked Wolf, sack the food, untap. We should be able to bring it, especially if we use Timeless Witness to get Boseiju and blow up the Ornithopter. On the draw is rough. Wash Away against Chandra, Awaken Inferno, which is uncounterable, is rough. And no ramp is rough. Okay, we'll try it. Sure wish this costs 1 mana. Especially against Chandra. Chandra's probably just going to light it on fire. Now what? Do we go for Scrappy or do we go for Haven? We really need 4 mana next turn, and if they kill this, we do nothing. Can't risk it. All right, they are on Awaken Inferno next turn easily, which means what do we have to do? We have to ramp. I think we should play the Cultivator because it's not as easy to kill. Yeah, we need a board presence that's not just a gimme, not a layup for Chandra. Game over, man. Just game over. No chance. Can't be on the draw against that thing. I mean, I guess I'll try a big Goose Mama. I guess this is a 5/5. A 6/6 would be better. They play Chandra to kill it. That's okay. And next turn we could Krasis if we need to get another thing on the board right away. And they're drawing. They might have the oops all ramp hand. Wow. Okay, I block. Wow. Opponent, you know this card is busted. You might have wanted to use your Chandra to kill this so you could keep your Goldspan Dragon. That's what I would have done. Anyway, do we want to witness this? I might want to witness the Krasis instead.
Make this quick.
They like emblems. Got it. Cool. I have a life gain source in my command zone. That's fine. Look what I drew. Is this a good play right now, though? Yeah, it is. It's all the artifact ramp makes it worth it. Also, the fact that we have the Hall means we could attack a Chandra with the Hall next turn if they just replay it. They're just gonna emblem me again. They have no respect for the turtle.
No pressure.
So I kind of time walk them. Then they time walk me, sort of, because we just used the Hall. But it's gonna be a long time before we see the Awakened Inferno again.
Good luck while I'm gone.
the ramp pieces. Come on, give Kogla something to fight. Interesting. So their plan is keep the board clear, win with Chandra emblems. I get it. I get it. All right. 8 mana does what? Big Krasis. It's a hard thing for a Chandra to kill. The Mog. Yep, big green creatures, the bane of red existence.
I'm Chandra, the immolation sensation.
kill the 6/6? Nah, emblem, bro. Emblem, baby. What do we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Next turn is an Ulamog. This checks the Chandra. I mean, I know they're only ticking it up anyway, but now they can't down tick it to kill a bunch of my stuff. Let's just play Scrap Gorger and Kogla. And see what you can do. Losing 4 a turn, Ulamog will kill you in 2 turns. It's okay. Not to mention food. Food is good. Curse of Shaken Faith. Ha! Take that, emoji. Oh, yay, more emblems.
Let's hope it's not too
Opponent is living their best life. How much damage do we have? Is it 20? It discarded a blocker. I think I see 20. Dude, not even close. So 13, 20. Shrug? I thought they'd at least try not to die. Like gain 1 life there or something. Big green creatures, baby. Big green creatures. Atroxa. On the drug. Ugh. But we got turn 2 Huntsman's Redemption. If we draw ramp cards, this could definitely turn into a Primeval Titan. The problem is that we're behind the chains against Atroxa, which might just overpower us by far, but we'll give it a try. We might also just go, if we draw the land, we might go Llanowar Elves into Finale, into the other elf, into the Primal Command. Oh no. Oh no, they're already accelerated. Yeah, if they hit all the beats of ramp, we just can't keep up. That's a pretty good one, but they do need 2 land drops for it to really pay off. But they do have Atroxa next turn, which is probably game. Don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. They might go for a Planeswalker, though. If they go for a Planeswalker, you have a chance. Because we can Primal Command the Planeswalker. We could also miss a land drop. That would be nice. Okay, this isn't... Well, I guess we'll see what they have for the lands. Oh, all right. So there's 2 mana. If they have an untapped land, that's 4. Okay. Okay, they don't have enough land. Too much land ramp, no land. Classic oopsie from the opponent. Love that for us. Now we need to top a land. What goes on top of the deck? The Thicket, they play it again. The Confluence, they play it again. I mean, I still think we get prime time. It is the way we keep up. Oh, we have to top deck the land. I'll risk it all for the biscuit. I mean, right now they have Atroxa, but nothing to proliferate. Going aggro. All right, draw. Okay. You don't have any food. Can't cast the wolf anyway. What creature could we fetch that would solve this? Flare? Can also get a land, which, you know, might have been the case for playing this that turn anyway. But yeah, missing that land drop I think is gonna sink us, just like it almost did our opponent. But are they gonna play anything to proliferate or just sit here on counter spells? If they're just gonna play counter spells, I don't think I want to play the game. But wait a minute, we have a prime time. But that only works on legendaries, right? Okay. Then in that case, Gogla! Kill off Atroxa. I know, Death Touch, I know. You monster! At least we gained some life. How dare they have all the answers? Stitcher Supplier, what the hell is wrong with their deck? So not an Atroxa deck. I think they're just trying to run Hellq Atroxa in non-Hellq. Yeah, my creatures are bangers. What of it? Again, it's the counter magic, right? Counter magic is bad for us. Let's make green. Blue. So this is for 2. Resolves nice and easy, like that. Wolfie. Target. Eat my foods. Ah, this time the fight goes through, baby. We're in it. We are not done yet. The opponent needs another blue to bring back their Uro. They did fill their graveyard very well with the Stitcher Supplier. They could definitely leave this in the graveyard, the Atroxa, to exile with the Uro. But if they don't draw the land, they won't have the blue. So that might be what they're worried about. The Wolf and the Goose, what a team. They might also just be really salty that I killed their commander. I mean, I know Atroxa's pretty sick stats on its own, don't get me wrong. 4/4, Flying, Vigilance, Death Touch, Lifelink. But look at the cards in their deck. Like, none of them are taking advantage of Proliferate, which is an insanely powerful ability, and it doesn't take much. Some Planeswalkers, some +1/+1 counters, some Sagas. Like, everything's good with Proliferate. Except for random graveyard and mana ramp without enough lands to take advantage of the mana ramp. It's just kind of an awkwardly built deck. I think the big Atroxa, the 7-mana Atroxa, is a great commander for here's all the cards I like. I'll put them all in my deck. This is going to be fun. And I think that this one is a good, it's a good build around. So, I don't know. That's my take. You don't have to agree. It's fine. You can play how you want. But you might get slapped around by my Wicked Wolf. That's all. Yeah. So they really did just like, Atroxa's dead. Peace out. All right. That is a thing you can do. 36 to 16. Plenty of good stuff going, but okay, bye. And we are back for the post-game wrap, and this is a fun and interesting way to play a Simic Historic Brawl deck. It doesn't have the raw power cascading nonsense that, say, an Emoti, Celebrant of Bounty, might have, but it's a very good deck to kind of grasp some of the things going on with green in Historic Brawl right now, and just how you can build ramp strategies specifically around Primeval Titan, look at land packages that can work around Primeval Titan, things of that nature. And the Goose Mother is an easy mode one because it fits anywhere in the curve. If you play it on turn 3, it's good. If you play it on turn 7, it's good. If you play everything else and just hold it until you're out of stuff to do, it's very good. Like it scales perfectly with the game so that you can execute your ramp strategy and do whatever the heck you want to until you're out of things to do. So yeah, try out the Goose Mother if you want to get a little bit of experience with the current green meta. And thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next one. Remember to check out Command Fest Orlando. You're cool.